These are visuals. Just take a look at that. The home of the Prime Minister, KP Sharma Oli. This is one of his homes. This is not where he lives. However, it has been set on fire by the protesters. And that is something we have seen today on the second day of the unrest and protests in Kathmandu in Nepal, that leaders are being targeted, their homes have been set on fire. Earlier we showed you the energy minister's home set on fire. Now the Nepal Prime Minister's private residence set on fire, and you can see the massive crowds surrounding there. This is anger over corruption in the government, demands that the Oli government needs to all step down. On his part, the Prime Minister has called for an all-party meeting today. However, the opposition also using this as opportunity to hit out at the government, saying there's no choice but that he has to go. So these are the scenes taking place today, very dramatic scenes as the protest and unrest intensifies in Kathmandu in Nepal, even though there was curfew that was announced earlier. Remember, yesterday the youth took out a massive protest march in the streets against corruption and against the banning of social media platforms. So that wasn't the only reason. It was due to corruption that the protest began. And yesterday we saw clashes taking place, and 19 people were killed in the violence, and that has further angered the people. And today, even though the ban on social media was lifted, even though curfew was in place, the youth taking to the streets and now targeting the homes of their leaders. The Prime Minister's home there being set on fire. So shocking, really, how quickly the violence has escalated and how quickly the protesters could actually target the homes of the leaders. We saw a handful of protesters inside the home of the president as well, and several ministers' homes were targeted. But now the very home of KP Sharma Oli has also been targeted. If we take you through, if you're just joining us, the protests are taking place over the authoritarian attitude of the government, over corruption, perceived corruption in the government. And then one of the big triggers was also the ban on several social media platforms. It was seen as a way of muting the youth who are, discussing and speaking out against corruption on social media. And today we've seen that even though the government lifted the ban on the social media site, the anger continues, with claims being made that a school child was also killed by the police, by security forces yesterday. Some very, dramatic claims being made. But